Huh. One color luminance jersey cards. Eek. What's up, gentlemen? Happy Monday. Oh. Gino, Hefe, Trip. My name is Jeff. Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. It's okay, man. We won't hold it against you. What's up, buddy? Uh-oh. Do tell, do tell. You have some splaining to do. What's up, Captain? What's good, brother? You pulled your hammy in the shower? I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you, bro, but damn the luck. It could be like a cool story like, dude, I was like rocking it with 3 chicks, and the one like went this way, I went that way, and I pulled my hammy. Let's take a shower, pull my hammy. What's up, Josedo? What's up, Bruno? Bruno. What's up, buddy? Just a normal everyday activity, slipping in the shower. I better knock on some wood. I haven't slipped in the shower in a long time. I don't want it to happen either. That scares me. It's 12 boxes, brother. So you have 5 boxes in 2016, 3 boxes in 2017, and 4 boxes in 2018. Yeah, 4 signature series and 1 optic for 16. 17, you have an Immaculate Collegiate, Origins, and Optic. And 18, you have 2 Contenders Draft, a Classics, and an Elite. So it's kind of like all the good stuff, all the goody goods. It's not as good as Trip's hamstring, but it's still good. No, not the keyword, the operative word. Get it right. Term endearment for genitalia. His wishbone. I got this stuff earlier in. I got this stuff in earlier than I expected. I didn't expect to have this stuff till tomorrow or Wednesday, not today. So we're a little early on it. It's just my hamstring. Well, starts with the hamstring, then it goes to the hip, And your knees, and your cankles. Next thing you know, you threw your back out. For now. Until you try to like mop the floor. Good Lord, watch out. Trip's gonna mop, watch out! Mangina. We are going to do a serial number final filler once we get down to that point. I'm going to let some guys scoop up some squads, and then we'll close it out with a serial number. Also suffering hurt feelings being in the room. No timetable for recovery. Yeah, he got cornered by the HPV tranny. You know that Pittsburgh love. Guys, there's a ton of great product in this. We have 2 of these too. It was kind of cool to be able to find some of these products. Because a lot of these products have been sold out with all the distributors for a while. Like that Immaculate Collegiate, that's hard to come by. Origins is extremely hard to come by. Contenders Draft has been dried up everywhere. Optic's a bitch to find. And you're talking about years that have great rookies in them. Because, like, what, 16, you have Elliott, Prescott, Wentz, Goff. 17, you're going to have Mahomes, K-Hunt, Trubisky. Just to name a couple off the top of my head right there. And then 18, obviously, you have all the new rookies in them. We have a lot of stuff for 18 because you got 6 autos per on the Contenders. 5 in Elite. And then you got that Classics box, which Classics can have God knows what in it. Between vets and rookies. 12, 21, that's 22 hits for 18 alone. 17, you're going to have what? 7, 8, 9, got 10 and 17. And then 16, you got 12, 13 and 16. She'll go down 24. That is Elite Football, comes out next week. Yeah, Jordan Howard in 16 too. I'm missing a bunch of guys in 17. I just named a couple off the top of the cuff there. But there's quite a few more in 17. Yep, but Elite comes out next week. Next week's going to be a busy week. You got Elite. You have Museum. Hold on. Skating Club, Elite Football, Inception Baseball. Museum Baseball. Oh, there was supposed to be a Leaf release, and it looks like it got moved. Yeah, Leaf Valiant got moved to the 13th. It was supposed to be Leaf Valiant, too. Yeah, this is 3 years of monster rookies. And that Donruss Signature Series, that stuff is very well known for popping Zeke Elliott and Dak Prescott. So, we should hopefully get a sighting of them in that. And that 17 Immaculate Collegiate is fire. That stuff is stupid good. Yeah, Trip, this is like a Buckeye's dream right now. Yeah, that's just the Buckeyes. Four of those guys that you got on that list, five of those guys are stars already. Let's see. Top 2016 NFL rookies. Zeke Elliott, Dak Prescott, Joey Bosa, Jordan Howard, Michael Thomas, Tyreek Hill. Leonard Fournette, Corey Davis, Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, O.J. Howard, Samaje Perine, Mike Williams, Joe Mixon. K. Hunt, Evan Ingram, John Ross, Zay Jones, Alvin Kamara, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jamal Williams, Sean Watson, forgot about Watson. Trubisky, Mahomes. Who the Raiders have product by product. Oh shit. We're gonna be here for a minute. We have Optic. Alright, we're gonna break this down. Optic Football 2016. The Raiders have. Let's find them. There we go. Bo Jackson, Connor Cook, DeAndre Washington, Derek Carr, Fred Blitikoff, and a sprinkle of Shalik Calhoun. Just a sprinkle. And then Donruss Signatures. I'm going to do it. I'm going to freaking do it. Signature Series, Connor Cook, DeAndre Washington, Derek Carr, Carl Joseph, Marcus Allen, Ray Guy, Sebastian Janikowski, TJ Carey, Tim Brown, and a sprinkle of Tim Brown. There we go. I had to get that right. So that's the 16 stuff. Now we're going to move to 17. All right. 17 Immaculate Collegiate Football. The Raiders have. Where is Rodney when we need him? Amari Cooper, Charles Woodson, Derek Carr, Elijah Lick That Hood, and a sprinkle of Marcus Allen. Just a dab. Just a dibble. Optic Football for the Raiders. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Chris Wormley, Ed Reed, Joe Flacco. Oh, that's the Ravens. What am I doing here? What is happening? Clyde it out for a second. Amari Cooper, Derek Carr, Garyon Conley, Marshawn Lynch, and a sprinkle of Obi Melifonwu. Obi-Wan. Origins. The Raiders have Amari Cooper, Derek Carr, and Khalil McDaddy. Now on to the 18 stuff. Oh. Contenders draft football. Yeah, it's going to take a while. We're going to be here for a minute. Contenders draft, they have Arden Key, Azim Victor, Bo Jackson, Jim Plunkett, Kenny Hill, Marcel Ademan, loved it, went back for fourths. Marcus Bogg, go Buckeyes, and a sprinkle of Maurice Hurst. Elite Extra draft. The Raiders have, whoa, this isn't broken down like it should be. You little silly little. Oh, they don't have a NFL breakdown of that yet. They don't have a NFL breakdown of Elite in there. So we're going to assume Elite's somewhat like that. Classics. It's classic. Classics has Border Raiders. Amari Cooper, Arden Key, Azim Victor, Bo Jackson, Derek Carr, Howie Long. It's so long, Howie. Jim Otto, Jim Plunkett. Lots of Jims. Marcel Ademan. Hated it. Puke. But then he went back for more. Marcus Allen, Maurice Hurst, Ray Guy, Ted Hendricks, and a sprinkle of Tim Brown. Oh, dude, that first case, oh my god. Oh, that first case was kind of painful. The second case was a little better, but still kind of a kick in the nuts. That third case was phenomenal. I wish all three cases were like that third case. That case of Leaf Metal was fire. No, Bruno got rid of all the personal boxes, pick-a-packs, all that stuff. We are break only nowadays. That stuff cost me way too much money to keep on hand, and a lot of it would just devalue and end up screwing me, and I get stuck with a ton of product. The personal pack and personal box side was bankrupting me. Which one? On that Luminance? Yeah, you made your $2 back. Santander. No, Bruno, we've been good, bro. We've been mostly serial number for a while, and the serial number stuff feels really quick. The breaking game is just getting harder because there's so many people in it that the products are all just super allocated now. It's really hard to get any quantity of anything. And a lot of the distributors are they're taking your pre-orders, they order whatever they can get from the manufacturer, and then they only divvy out 3/4 of what they get from the manufacturer. They hold back the other quarter and then jack the price up a week later and reissue it out. And they're also kind of picking favorites with some of the guys. Some of the bigger breakers get pretty large allotments, but whatever. That's the game. So yeah, it's rough, dude. Like baseball this year, across the board on all these baseball products, I'm like getting like 1 case, possibly 2. And that's not just me, that is so many other people. Like a lot of like the card stores and stuff aren't even able to get a box. I mean, it's hard to get any product. Like in football this year, everything in football and baseball is highly allocated. Highly allocated. Like even Donruss football is allocated. Every football product so far has been allocated. Yeah, and with people not coming in, just wanting to buy a couple packs and wanting me to open up 3 packs before we do a break and pissing other people off, or if we're trying to run a filler and people are buying packs and boxes and not jumping into filler, you know, that chased off a bunch of guys that like to break. So we lost a lot of guys due to that kind of stuff. Tommy said he wants the Seahawks. Yeah. So remember Eddie, man. Eddie doesn't even come in here anymore. He used to love to break in here, and he just got so frustrated at people not filling the breaks. When breaks weren't filling there for a while, like months and months and months ago, and they were just buying packs and boxes, that he just stopped coming in the room. But we have such a good crew now. I mean, we do pretty well. There for a while, breaks were pretty much full before I even came online. I would just come online and we'd be like, okay, got 30 minutes, run a final filler, put the final filler up. Final filler would fill like that, and then we were breaking. This week is all last week, and so far beginning of this week it's just been a little slow. But it's been slow for everybody. Just that time of year. Bruno. This is going to be a fun break, though. I don't know anybody else that's doing stuff like this right now. There's so many options across all 3 products, or all 3 years. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different products in this too. Is YouTube up? Yeah, YouTube's fine. We back? Yeah, I'm talking to the tech guys now. They said they had one of their servers crash, so. Yeah, I did too. I'm in the tech corner right now talking to him. Can you guys see me and hear me? Hello? Luigi, it's Mario. What's up, bruh? Oh, dude. Look out for Josh Allen. Josh Allen's going to be a stud with the Bills. They are raving about him. Lamar Jackson with the Ravens. I don't know how much you're going to see of Baker Mayfield this year with the Browns because you're going to have Tyrod Taylor starting over there. So they're going to probably have Mayfield parked, but he's going to be the eventual starter. But expect the Browns in general to be good. Nick Chubb to the Browns was a question mark for me because they already had Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson, and a few other really good running backs over there. So I don't know if we'll see much of Chubb. Rosen, I think, is going to be a quality guy throughout the years. I think he'll be a pretty steady quarterback. Sam Darnold, we'll see about Darnold. I don't know how I feel about him with the Jets. DJ Moore. Sony Michel. Sony Michel is one you need to look out for with the Patriots. Yeah, J-Chod just put Michelle out there. Yes, Sony Michel is one that you need to keep your eyes on. That's going to be a big sleeper guy. That, and I really like Luke Falk. I like Kyle Lauletta. Mason Rudolph and James Washington over the Steelers. Once Raplesberger steps down, that's just going to be pitch and catch for those guys. They've been playing together for years. They both came from Oklahoma State. So, that's going to be an eventual big one. That's why I see a lot of Steelers guys really picking up a lot of those cards on those guys. Exactly. And Sony Michel is a super solid running back. There was a lot of good running backs in this draft. Ridley over at the Falcons, Jay, I've already said it, but him opposite of Julio Jones is just huge. Expect to see a lot of action out of Ridley. As Julio draws the double team, Ridley is just going to be running freaking rucksaw across defenses out there. They're going to have to pull the safeties in. It's going to be interesting to watch the Falcons this year. So I don't know, man. This draft was. I think this draft is going to go down as one of the best drafts we've ever seen. And then you're still going to see a ton of guys bubbling up out of that 17 class. Honestly, if you look back, 16, 17, 18, these last 3 years in the NFL, we're seeing a lot of turnover and a lot of new stars emerging in the NFL. No, they never do. I was still a little confused that the Patriots didn't get Lauletta. They seemed really high on Kyle Lauletta. And they just kind of let him slip through their fingers. But who's that quarterback that they did get that a lot of people are interested in? Dude, Lamar Jackson to the Ravens, though, they're already talking about how they're going to be using like dual quarterback schemes and all kinds of stuff with Lamar Jackson and Joe Flacco. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch them over there. The Ravens look to be good, too. Michael Gallup, though. Michael Gallup over at the Cowboys. That's another big name you're going to need to watch. That kid is going to go crazy over there. It's going to give Prescott targets since they lost Dez Bryant. He's going to quickly probably become their number one freaking receiver. What's up, Moosey? The moose is loose. I don't know, man. There's a lot of talent out there. I mean, like I said, Allen. I'm really high on Josh Allen. There's a couple guys that keep kind of, you know, talking smack about Allen because they're just regurgitating the same garbage that they hear from all the talking heads or the pundits. Oh, his completion percentage. He played at Wyoming. Leave the kid alone. But, I mean, the Bills are just... I mean, all the players on the Bills, the whole organization is just, like, super excited about him. No, I don't think Dak's out. Dak's fine as long as Zeke Elliott's playing well. Last year you saw a decline in Dak. It's just like I told you guys back in 2016. I only thought that Dak Prescott was doing as well as he was because of Zeke Elliott. And that point was proven last year when Zeke Elliott was back and forth. You saw a huge decline in Dak and his production. It just proved that Dak isn't as good as everybody thought he was. It was because of Zeke that made him that much better and that offensive line. But this year now with Zeke Elliott, no issues. Michael Gallup in the lineup as a star receiver for him. That offensive line's intact. I mean, you should see Dak go kind of ham again with the Cowboys this year. And you'll see Gallup and Elliott kind of put out a lot of numbers for him. Hey, I'm not a Cowboy fan either, brother. I'm just saying. I think that's a very accurate analysis of what's going on over there in frickin' La La Land. In the Cowboy graveyard. I'm just saying. But, I'm trying to think of who else, too. There's a bunch of other guys that I'm missing. J-Chop was touched on a few of them, but there's just a lot of depth, and especially at those key positions, the key collectible positions. That's why you're seeing this year is just all the products are going to be super allocated in football. I mean, we haven't seen a quarterback draft like this in a long, long time. So it's just kind of exciting to see a lot of talent come out in the league. One really likes Walmart. I hate Walmart. What's up, Bobby Light? True. To an extent, yes. You got some coming, brother. They went out today. I don't know if you saw the notification. Finally got everything out. Easily. Are you kidding me? I can't wait for Immaculate Collegiate, NT Collegiate. Those are two products I'm really excited about. I'm excited about Optic. I'm excited about Contenders. I'm really excited about Elite coming up here soon, regular Elite, because that's going to be our first product of the year in their actual NFL unis. I did like Luminance, but the only thing I liked about Luminance was the draft day autos. Everything else was kind of, you know, the base card design I thought was cool looking and all, but I really just liked the draft day autos and that stuff. Those were nice. Dude, gold standard is insane. My distributor and I have actually had quite a few conversations about gold standard and how hard it's going to be to get in gold standard football. That one's going to be a struggle for me. Because my allocations are pretty decent on football. It's a little light on baseball. Because like Elite, I'm getting 6 cases of Elite in, which is pretty good. I mean, considering I asked for like 15. Yeah, I might have to try to jump on some of those first off the lines. It's just going to be the price increase is going to be stupid. Yes, we're going to have a serial number break on Elite, plus we're going to have PYTs. I'm going to have a mix of both. So... I got one draft day auto. I got Mark Walton. I'm just happy I got one of them, because they are pretty cards. It's the only one I got. Hold that, Mark Wahlberg. Get your squads, guys. Let's get this going. Again, once we get it down to a decent amount, then we'll start a serial number filler for the rest of it. Pop this off. This is going to be a fun break. A lot of good options across all 3 years. A lot of good rookies. Mark Wahlberg. I'll be right back, gentlemen. Stay slutty. sluts. What's up, Tommy? Well, gentlemen, I'm going to give it just a little bit more. If we don't get any movement, we'll postpone till tomorrow. Again, I wasn't expecting this stuff to be here till tomorrow, so I know most of you guys didn't expect it here till then either. Tommy, how'd you do in your break with the Bears? Didn't you get in a Classics break? How'd you do? Solid companies I got. Twitter at 14 per. Now it's over 40. Oh shit. For your stocks? Yeah, you got to be Classics, man. You got to ask me. I got to try to remember, but there's specific teams that crush Classics. Like Steelers always do good in Classics. Broncos do good in Classics. Bengals do good in Classics. Jets are up and down. Dude, hell yeah, Bruno. How many shares did you buy at that price? Because that's a hell of a good price on Twitter. That stock market's scary, though. You got to be able to ride through the lulls. Too many people sit there and sell when the stocks start diving, rather than just be holding pat and just kind of letting the market readjust itself. So you got 500 shares. No, not yet, Tommy. I mean, I just put the stuff in the store at 5:30. And I sent the email out literally right after it at like 6, so. Yeah, this is going to be a phenomenal break. And I've been talking about it all week. The guys know it was coming. It's just, I told them I wasn't going to have it till at least tomorrow. I got it in early. All right, so you got 7,000 in at this point. 100 times 40. And you're at 20,000, so you got a $13,000 net profit. Capital gains will take you down to like 7,000, but you still just made like $7 grand. So if you sell at 100, that's a $50,000 profit. Well, $50,000 total. Minus your initial, is it 14? 7,000. So you have 43,000 net profit. Capital gains puts you at about 21,500 profit. Dude, those splits are nice because then that initial stock that you have is worth a ridiculous amount, because once it splits, then your original stock is worth that split and then that split again. So Yeah. It's crazy when they split like that. $0.59 a share? Ah! What's Ford trading at now? $11.99. That's a huge profit. I'm still pretty solid on Target stocks right now. Amazon, because Amazon's supposed to acquire Target. I know that's been something they've been working on. And if Amazon acquires Target, that gives them distribution hubs in nearly every town in the country, which will push them closer and closer to same-day shipping. Because they could use those Target locations as distribution hubs for the Amazon sales as well. So you could order something and have a drone delivery that day. And that's what Amazon's trying to push towards. So I'm pretty high on Amazon and Target. $17.23. Unreal. $1,723 a share. What's Target? Target's trading at 77. Target's slipping a little bit too. Let them slip down under that 70 mark and buy, and wait for that that Amazon sale to go through and watch those stocks just jump. Could you imagine if you buy in at $70 a share on Target and you end up at that $2,700 mark like Amazon's at now, making $2,000 a share? God, dude, I hope you bought a butt ton of shares in Ford at 59 cents a share. 59 cents, I mean, that's nothing. You're talking about $300 for 500 shares. What's Ford at now? Already look at that. Yeah, $11.99. So how many individual shares do you have in Ford? Yeah, and you see a lot of strength in Ford shares right now. It's been going up and up and up. Once they made that announcement that they were dropping the they're going to stop making cars in the U.S. and they're going to go just trucks and SUVs. And they're going to keep making cars for the foreign market, but not for the American market. You can see that jump right when they announced that. Got 350 shares at Home Depot? What's Home Depot at? $200 a share. Whew. You're sitting on $87,500 in freaking Home Depot stock. Well, Home Depot and Lowe's are a great investment because, I mean, everybody's into this whole DIY stuff right now. So those stores are strong. Because Lowe's is trading at 98. Facebook trading at? Facebook's at 198. What's Twitter at? Twitter's at 46. YouTube's not a good one. YouTube's not trading yet. They're not go. Google's trading at almost 1,200. Dude, you got in the Starbucks earlier, you were a stud. All right, ladies, we're going to call it for tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow, so I'm going to push out the email again. Tomorrow I'll push it out early. And we had a lot of attention on the site. A lot of people are checking out. I know a lot of people have been waiting on this break. We've been talking about it for a little bit. So we'll be back here tomorrow. We'll let the teams kind of move through the store. And once we get close, then we'll run a serial number break and we'll fill it up. All right, guys. Tommy, Bruno, Hefe. Good night, guys. Peace. Later.